السلام عليكم. يا سيدة سلطان الأنبياء، يا سيدة سلطان الأنبياء، ألف صلاة ألف سلام عليك وعلى آلك وصحابتك يا خير خلق الله أجمعين. زادك الله عزا وشرفا ونورا وسرورا ورضوانا وسلطانا. آمين. مدد يا صاحب الإمداد يا رجال الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. If you are a donkey, you may understand identity of the donkey. If you are not understanding. If you are not a woman, you can't understand problems for women. If you are not a cat, you can't understand what cats needy. And whole creatures. He said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Man's creation over the creation of every kind of creatures. Allah Almighty just giving every creature its perfection. An ant is a perfect creature on its kind. You must not expect, or you can't expect an ant to be more perfect than its being. Its perfection in its creation. You can't look a perfection for a fly. It is a perfect creature through its lion. A mosquito is creation and its kind among creatures in perfection. Mosquito is a perfect creature on its creation lion. You can't expect more perfect creature from mosquito to be changed in another creature? No. So that countless kinds of creatures, all of them, they are on their lines perfect. That is something that breaking down theory of Darwin. It is so foolish theory. Nazariya. According to his imagination, and it is a blame for mankind through centuries to follow an ordinary person's imagination and saying this is a true theory and we are accepting it, perfect one, about creatures. That's a blame. To take one's theory, that means his imagination, putting on writings that this, my opinion, according to my imagination, that creatures in such a way getting to reach much more perfect position. It is impossible. Therefore, what we are saying now, it is not a imagination, but is speaking on a real knowledge from heaven's knowledge, not based on imagination. Heavenly knowledge based on reality. You can't find there imagination, nothing. And I am sorry to say that people, or not learned people and scientists, they are thinking imagination, it is main base for their knowledge. They are doing imagination base for their knowledge. It is so wrong. Everything that's just built imagination, it is imagination. And imagination, it is not a real thing. No. But whole knowledge they are asking to teach people to change their minds from reality to false line, from truth to imagination. Truth never going to be settled on imagination. Reality for Allah. And everything coming from Allah, that is reality. You must follow it. When you are following it, you are reaching to reality. Reality for everything. And it is only according to your brain size, according for your brainly understanding, as much as more you may use your brain, you are reaching much more, or you are approaching from reality much more. But people now, they are not using full brain, so that their capacity for understanding under the average of everything. They are only understanding as a truth, eating, drinking, and they are generation through sexual works. Beyond that, they are not using their brains, and beyond that, they are leaving their brains and making or inventing imagination, but their minds never accepting that imagination. Now, people, 99%, their lives just built on imagination. They are not asking reality. They are imagining that when I am going to graduate, I may do this, I may do that. I may reach to that point, or more or less. Always imagining their mindly production, all imagination, that they are using it. Unused brain, it is for reality. But people, they are occupying themselves only for one part of their minds, that it belongs only for their temporary life and facilities. More than this, they are not interesting. Saying, as long as we are eating and drinking and enjoying with our sexual works, for what we are going to tire ourselves? No meaning for life beyond this limit. And that is the limit of animals. Eating, drinking, and generation. That is the level of animals. That enjoying with that, up to that level, our physical being and our physical desires depending on it only. And they are 100% occupied with physical desires and egoistic targets. When they are reaching to that point, they are saying, after this, for what we are going to be tired? That's our last limit that we are understanding from life and its aspects. Up to here. Beyond this, for what? Therefore, every time Prophet coming to people, it is same structure, just given to mankind. Their egos that's riding on their physical being and asking endlessly physical desires, that it is a impossible target. No one reaching to a endless point from physical desires, and they must stop one point because doctors knowing if for some patient you may give a medicine and looking what body answering or not. If answering, you are going to be happy that we may do our best for that patient. If not, you are saying no answer from body, but what we are giving to it. And our physical being just reaching to a point that finally going not to answer our physical desires and their fulfillment, finishing. No. A person may take one spoonful honey, it is so tasteful. Second, saying, oh, so tasteful. Third, may say, oh, so tasteful. But when you are giving to him to finish one bottle of honey, he should say, no taste. If you are forcing him, he may say, if you are kidding me, I can't eat. I never tasting more, finish. And our physical being from childhood, 8 years, 9 years, beginning shaitan to teach them how they should be pleased with their physical desires, and they are running after it, and then going to be through 20 and 30 years saying they are physical being, we are not tasting more any taste from our physical desires. No answer from physical being for physical pleasure. Finish. Now people in such a çürüdü, rotten. 99% people's physical being rotten. No more answering. No more answering. As when you are driving a car, this speed sign may go up to 200 or 250 kilometers. And after it, as much as you are stepping on it, no answer. No answer. But Shaitan making a big trick for youngsters and saying to them, don't worry, you are young, never finishing, your energy never finishing, and waste it as much as you can. And after 20 years, 25, up to 30, no answer. Therefore, they are using these drugs. For drugs also, never answering. And then they are using injections. And injections, that is their last point in that limit. They are finishing. No more answer. No more answer for them. I heard that when they are not taking from veins, they are using their instrument, in it putting injection. What is this name? Huh? Bura aletin ismi ne be? Tenis. Tenis?
Evet.
Ha? Yoksa penis?
Evet.
P? Yok tenis. Hemen sen tenis. What's tenis? Through penis, they are making this, and they are tricks, countless tricks. But finally they are reaching to same point. And Shaitan asking to destroy mankind. To destroy first their souls and then their physical being. And finish. Now whole world in the hands of Shaitan, falling through its traps with its tricks. Majority of mankind just fall in it. And from that desire, physical being desire to be sadist. Sadist, it is a desire from our physical being's desires. That means just taken from them mercy. No mercy for that person because he is not giving his mercy to anything. He likes to kill. He likes to disturb. He likes to harm everything. That harriks, fires, sadist people making, that shooting, sadist people making, every kind of weapons for killing mankind, that is secret desire of to being sadist, they are keeping through themselves, and they are getting happy for killing and disturbing and harming people. Therefore, coming now time that Prophet was saying, "Kullu mudirrin yuqtal." Everyone that they have a sadist structure through themselves. And the reason of sadist structure is not to believe in heavenly rules, in heavenly aspects. That bringing, that making to grow through people sadist desires. They are doing their worst to everyone. And the fatwa, heavenly order to sultans and sultan of world, that he should be supported, going to be supported by heavenly support, heavenly armies should support him. He is asking to find everyone that they have sadist desires to be killed away, taken away. As long as they are living among people, they are like Hindistan'daki İranların adı?
Budist.
Ha?
Kobra.
Ne?
Kobra.
Cobra. They are like cobra among people, poisoning, biting, and killing. Now time is over. Whom they are not keeping their connection and their inspection to heavenly rules, they are like cobras, their heads should be destroyed. Now, for that purpose, coming Mahdi alayhi salam, and then coming from heavens, Jesus Christ. May Allah forgive me and grants to you from His endless mercy oceans for the honor of that one who He most honored one in His divinely present. Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Fatiha. Bu mesele nerede bizim Hacı Cemal Efendi nasıl yarısına yetiştik ama zararı yok. Hello, okay? This is general view of our time and panorama of whole mankind now, what they are doing, in which situation and in which conditions they are falling now. Therefore I heard from Grand Sheikh that from 7 million may remain 1 million and 6 billions must be killed. Because they are killing themselves by their hands. Sadist people, they are killing themselves. Before killing others, killing their personalities. Man's personality, humanity, never accepting violence and irhab, terrorism, no. Fundamentally, no. All of them, they are liars, they are sadist people, must be killed by heavenly command. No one can stop it. If they are burning whole oil wells, if they are burning whole jungles, they are not doing anything for themselves. They are going to be weaker, weaker, weaker, and taken away. May Allah protect us from their bad works, from their violence. Fatiha. Understand, Sayyid?
Inshallah.
It is important. They should know what is real civilization, how it is going to be. Therefore, earth needs a cleanliness now.